Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You. Now, covering season 2, episode 8, I had to calm my nerves down for this moment because this episode was a lot. Sorry. So, let me just say this out the way. So, it's crazy how this show 100 Girlfriends kind of impact the landscape of harems in a way. Even though I consider it the GOAT of harems, Rentarou EMC is one of many characters who I get inspired by. It's like when you talk about inspiring anime characters, you're gonna say Naruto, you're gonna say Luffy. Some of you might put Kamina up there. Some of you may say Sailor Moon. But when I look at Rentarou, he's one of many inspiring characters where we look at this guy and say this: he will do everything, anything for the girls. He will go to the depths of earth for his girls. No matter, like with all 100 girlfriends, he will go to the depths to get all girlfriends, and he will do whatever he can for the girls. Now, the reason I bring that up is because of this. I got a hot take when it comes to 100 Girlfriends, and I want people to hear me out what I'm going to say of this year 2025. You ready? With all the new shows that's airing, Rentarou from the 100 Girlfriends, he's a better MC than the guy from Solo Leveling, Jinwoo. And I'm going to say it again. He's a better MC than the guy from Solo Leveling. That's that. And the reason I said that is because he will take a bullet. He will do everything for his girls. And as guys, we watch this show and we consider him the GOAT of harems, but also what he does for the girls. And I respect that. Now we're on episode 8, where Mimi and Nano's rivalry will come to men's. The 4th seed versus the 10th seed. The first season girl versus the second season girl. The beauty versus the brains. Two personalities, both desirable for Rentarou, and one has to go, even though it's not going to happen. But this is a rivalry that's been swarming out the proportion. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. The 100 Girlfriends season 2 of season 2 episode 8 of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You. Okay. So, the rivalry between Mimi and Nano started out long time ago. The rivalry started where Mimi entered Nano in the beauty pageant. When Nano won, remember, this was before Nano was Nano. Remember, Nano was a girl who don't see no love, no feelings, no nothing about it. This was a girl who's just smart and have no feelings whatsoever. But Mimi at the time, remember, this is like middle school, I think. Yeah, middle school. She was very inspiring by her. So she entered Nano in the beauty contest secretly. So when she won, it was like no respect for Mimi, nothing. Just she doesn't care. She didn't want to be in it, but she didn't care. But that was the start of the rivalry. So now, we're now in the present time where Mimi and Nano have their beauty search thing. And I like Karine just bringing up to us viewers how this thing work. And the thing is about this show, I like this show so much because they could take a ton of references from shows, anime, manga, whatever, and make the fandom go nuts. This is perfect because when you watch shows like this, when you watch any show like The 100 Girlfriends, and you see all the references that we have seen from past to present, we be like, oh my God, this show is self-aware. They can take anything copyright related. They can take anything if it's a copyright. They won't get sued for it. They will get away with everything. I don't care if they do a Bang Dream reference. I don't care if they do a Jack and Daxter reference, or Ratchet and Clank, or any other game reference, or any other anime reference. They could take any other references and pack it into this. This is perfect. It make the fandom go crazy and laugh. Like, remember, go back to season 1 when they did a Mission Impossible references. They could take a lot of references from all the genres. We won't even be mad about it. So, this beauty contest was all about trying to describe each girl's beauty from, all that stuff. And then they lead to my girl, Shizuka. They lead to my girl, Shizuka. Shizuka is without a doubt the cuteness of the entire groups. I don't give a damn who's the other girls are. Like, not saying like I don't care, but when it comes to Shizuka, she's number 1. I mean, look at her. Look at her. What the beauty? Like, you see the beauty on this girl? Look how beauty she is. Everything about her is beauty. Her hair, her long, luscious hair, her shyness, her freaking puppy dog cute eyes that makes you want to scream. Even her voice. How can you not say no? You can't think of one bad thing about Shizuka. You cannot say one bad thing about Shizuka. And I swear to God, if you disrespect Shizuka, we're fighting. We're fighting. We are going to fight until you forgive this girl. Now, again, when it got to Shizuka and May, Nano has been losing, and then Nano's been coming back. So they've been winning. But when it got to Rentarou moment about his beauty, he just literally, this is why I like Rentarou. Taking a bullet, sacrificing everything he loves. I mean, what I mean by sacrifice his body, I mean sacrifice his body. He would shave his eyebrows. He will shave his hair. He will freaking rip his clothes out. He will put weird ass shades on like this. He'll put weird ass shades on. He will do everything he can just to make these two become friends. That's what Rentarou does. That's what he does. You cannot put a price on that. Not a price. You cannot do that. But he did it just to get these two together, and he did. Now that Nano and Mimi are friends, again, Mimi introduced as the 10th girlfriend. But still, that was a beauty in motion. Now we get to this. Now that Mimi is introduced as the 10th girlfriend, every girl that gets introduced as the new girlfriend, and I don't think people forget, I think people might forget, when you introduce a new girl into the mix, there's going to be an episode dedicated to that, a theme. Like, for example, when May introduced, we had a maid episode. When Kurumi was introduced, we had a food moment on the roof. Every girl that gets introduced, we're going to have something on the rooftop. And we did. So, to find the whole beauty thing with Mimi, leave it to our beloved drug girl. I keep forgetting her name. What's up, Cursey? With her drugs. The lip balm, aphrodisiac lip balm. A drug that when you put the lip balm on, it turns them on. The blood drop, your blood boils, the veins are reaching in, and you get that feeling of aphrodisiac down your spine. So, I'm going to break this down bit by bit, not in order of who kissed who, but I'm going to break it down little by little to define every moment that these girls had. First off, Karine, the tsundere queen. When she kissed Rentarou, it went straight into a bear hug. Like, a wrestling move. Like, I'm legit talking about like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I had to use my body pillow for this. I'm so sorry. But yeah, he squeezed the life out of Rentarou like a wrestling move. Okay, that's that. But that kiss was so good. And the whole kissing they did to Rentarou was straight up fan service. Now, Hakiri, the daughter went full on nosebleed kissing Rentarou. Went full on nosebleed. Like a rocket ship take its course. It's kind of like Sanji from One Piece. You ever see Sanji take a nosebleed and he goes like rocket off, like a rocket? Kind of like when Fishman Island. That's the first thing I think of that scene. With Sanji getting a nosebleed at Fishman Island. When he saw all the mermaids, he got a literally rocket nosebleed and he died. He almost drowning. But that's how I see it. Now, Kurumi, the food girl, the food array herself, yo, she wanted more than just a kiss. It's like the love of her food was so intense that she wanted more, more, more. It's like that kiss her that it's like she sees Rentaro's lips as more food and just keep digging the lips. Nano, the brains. When she kissed Rentaro, it was like soul blood circulation in her body that literally she just got down on her knees and surrendered. Period. Kurisei on the drugs thing literally fainted and she like nothing stops this girl. Nothing. She just fainted, passed out. Shizuka, my girl. When she got kissed, the first thing I like her determination when she said, "Bring it," and then when she kissed him, it was just like so good to like she got blown like a feather. She's like a feather. She's a princess that just flying into the sky. That's how she was. She was like, see, she was like a flying, floating in the air. She was like a feather. But leave it to Nano to grab it. And you know what? Nano and Shizuka have this fun chemistry. Nano and Shizuka have a fun chemistry. These two are bound to be friends. I hope later in the future they're gonna be roommates, because I can see that. I really, really do. Now the mom, Haruhi, the mom. Oh God, the mom. The mom, you talking about fan service in a nutshell, that she literally took off her clothes, even though she's the director, they had to put her clothes back on. That's how deviant her kissing, that's how deviant the kiss was. The kiss was so good that it took off people's clothes. You know, and now that I think about it, so you're telling me if you kiss someone, their clothes will get ripped off? I mean, yeah, that could happen. Now, Iku, the girl who loves getting beat up like darkness from Konosuba. I didn't realize kissing will make a girl torn her ACL, MCL. That's what happened to Iku. The moment she kissed Rentarou, she torn her ACL, MCL injury. She turned her ACL and MCL. That's her legs is like broken. I'm like, yo. That's that. May, the maid herself, when she kissed Rentaro, it turned her into a dog. It turned her into a freaking dog. With dog ears and tail and everything. Like, it literally turned into a dog to a point that she had to like, woof, woof. I'm like, yo, oh my God. And then, I understand you gotta save the best girl for last because this is her episode. It's Mimi. When Mimi kissed Rentarou, this was I left something out and I should have said it. The kiss between Karine and Hakari. Let's all stop right there. This is Yuri. This is Yuri-ness right now. Yuri-ness between Karine and Hakari. You know how many times we see Karine and Hakari's moments together? You know how many times we see these first two girls introduced? And you know these two girls, the first two girls always have a love chemistry. These two are something else. This ain't the first time we see them kiss. This ain't the first time. Go back to season 1 and they kiss. Because when Hakari in this episode got kissed and she thought that was Rentarou, she kissed Karine so much so that the mom got a nosebleed. But it was so good just to see Hakari and Karine kiss. It just was reminiscing season 1 all over again. And the moment I saw these two kiss, I'm like, Yuri-ness! Yuri-ness! We brought in the Yuri-ness once a freaking again. And now Mimi, the last girl. When Mimi kissed Rentarou, it was a dedication to Food Wars. Now, I understand Food Wars is really a foodgasm type vibe. I understand Food Wars is fan service. I get it. And I understand Food Wars is one of many good anime shows, and it is. And I like what they did with this. So, with Food Wars, you had a foodgasm type vibe. And Rentarou in this, when they come to the kiss, it was a kissgasm. That's what it is. It's a kissgasm. So much so that they kissed. They've been kissing Rentarou all day to a point that he turned into a famous art piece. A famous art piece. And then all the other girls transformed from like 2025 animation to like shoujo manga vibe of the 90s. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but it's like the 90s artwork of this. Mahou shoujo eyes, the animation of it. I could be wrong, but that's how it is. But overall, though, this was a good episode. I understand this video is long, but this episode was freaking great. Every episode of 100 Girlfriends, it gets better and better and better with ease. Now, I understand this covers chapter 40, 41. We didn't get chapter 37 yet. And I said before, and I'll say it again, we're going to save that for last, because once the other girl appears and becomes part of the girlfriend, that's when the whole thing coexists. And that's when that episode comes out, and then we're going to see more. But again, this episode was really good. Mimi got introduced, the friendship bond happened, fan service of kissing with lips, full closure on lips, and the Uranus is back on track. So I look forward for next week's episode, and I'm sure you will.